Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, before we start our lesson today, let's start reading Surah At-Tariq together. Abata. A'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassama'i wattariq. Good morning, my students. How are you? Your hand, please. Your hand. One more. Good morning, my students. How are you? Good morning, my students. How are you? Good morning, my students. Good morning, my students. Good morning, my students. How are you? Okay, good one. Focus. Check your focus. Okay, good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Well. Good evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good night. Okay, good luck to you. Okay, you may sit down. Okay, students. Now, we want to start our lesson today by using this picture. Okay, we start. Ask again about this picture. The first question, are you familiar with this picture? Who were they? Who were they? Ashabul Kahfi, or in English we can say Ashabul Kahfi. We can say about the history, the legend is 7 sleepers. Ashabul Kahfi, or people in the cave. Jadi manusia di dalam goa. Kita coba baca bersama-sama. Awuz dulu. Abata. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahnu naqussu 'alaika naba'ahum bil haqq. Innahum fityatun amanu bi rabbihim wa zidnahum huda. Shadaqallahul azim. This is from Surah Al-Kahfi. We tell you, Prophet Muhammad, their story truthfully. Indeed, they are young men who believe in their Lord, and we have added guidance to them. Jadi dipisahkan memang dari pemuda Ashabul Kahfi itu yang bersembunyi di dalam gua for their faith, defense their faith, mempertahankan keimanan, keyakinan, kepercayaan dari pemuda tadi. So there are many story in Quran yang bisa kita ambil hikmahnya ya. Karena Quran itu tadi sama kesetanan kan ya, berapa persen cerita? Hampir sepertiga, 2/3-nya itu dalam bentuk kisah, cerita. Dalam bentuk cerita. Jadi sebagian besar kalau kita baca Quran, sebenarnya kita juga sedang membaca cerita. Okay, in this part, Ustadz will show you about our learning objectives atau tujuan pembelajaran dari kisah naratif yang akan kita pelajari. The first, setelah mengamati teks, peserta didik mampu mengidentifikasi tujuan komunikatif, or in English we can say social function. Social function. Kemudian generic structure and language features atau fitur-fitur kebahasaan dari naratif teks. This is the first. The second, peserta didik mampu menganalisis dan menyimpulkan berbagai informasi terkait fungsi sosial, struktur umum, dan fitur kebahasaan serta kata-kata sulit. Jadi kalau ada kata-kata sulit nanti kita coba untuk pecahkan bersama-sama. Number 3, setelah membaca teks yang disajikan, peserta didik mampu menemukan informasi tertentu dalam naratif teks secara mandiri. Jelas, peserta didik mampu mengkomunikasikan hasil diskusi dengan bahasa sendiri. Nanti endingnya, teman-teman akan tampil untuk storytelling about narrative text one by one. Come forward and reading a story. Reading a story. So, today, we will be learning how to identify ya, mengidentifikasi, analyze, and present the results of social function, text structure, and grammar in narrative text. This is our learning objective. Okay, do you know about narrative text? Story tells past event. Story tell past event. Okay, very good. Okay, now we want to write down your knowledge about narrative text in this chart. Know, the first is know. Everything you know about narrative text, you can write down on your paper. Apapun yang kamu ketahui ya tentang narrative text, please write down on your paper here. And what do you want to know? Apa yang kamu ingin ketahui lebih dalam tentang narrative text? Two part first. Jadi dua bagian dulu. Know and want to know. Yang kamu sudah ketahui tentang narrative text, you can write in bahasa Inggris, in English or also in bahasa Indonesia if you can write in bahasa Indonesia. Narrative text. Okay, if you have finished, you can put on the board. One, finish. Okay, let's go. You can put in the board. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Now, up to you. You can put in a row or scramble. No need. And no need. Okay, thank you. You have done this part. Good morning. Like, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good night. No. Good night. Okay, so we'll read your sticky notes. Okay. Now, what is this? Narrative text adalah teks yang menceritakan tentang sebuah kisah fiksi atau dongeng yang bertujuan untuk menghibur. Who is this? Raise your hand, please. Okay, give applause to your friend. Very good. Jadi narrative text adalah teks yang menceritakan tentang sebuah kisah fiksi atau dongeng. Fiksi. What is fiction? Tidak nyata. Fiksi, karangan, imaginative story. Bertujuan untuk menghibur. Oke, rata-rata seperti itu. Oke, there are many calls. Next, want to know. Want to know, want to know, want to know, want to know, want to know. Okay. Want to know. Why we must learn narrative text in the first. Second, what the purpose of learning narrative text? Who is this? Okay, give applause to I. Why? And what the purpose of learning narrative text? Okay, we will answer next activities. After we have a test diagnostic, next we want to watch the video about the legend of Jombang. The legend of Jombang, of the origin of Jombang. Why we say our city Jombang? Ijo and Abang. Okay. This is the story about Kebo Kicak and Suran Tano. Are you ready to watch this video? Are you ready? Okay, this is the video. Watch carefully and you can make a short notes about the characters, the time, the place, and the problems that occur in this video. Okay, after watching the video about Kebo Kicak, now we want to identify about who are the characters, when and where the story happened, what were the problem of the story, and next, how did they solve the problem? How did they solve the problem? And the last is, can you find the moral values of the story? Imagine it. The first, who are the characters? Apa artinya in bahasa Indonesia? Siapa saja tokohnya. And next, when and where was the story happen? Kapan dan di mana peristiwa itu terjadi. Kemudian, what were the problems? Nah, permasalahan yang muncul apa saja sih dalam kisah Kebo Kicak? Kemudian, how did they solve the problems? Bagaimana mereka solve? What is solve? Menyelesaikan, memecahkan, mencari solusi dari permasalahannya. The last, can you find the moral values? Moral values. Apa moral values? Pesan moral. Okay, for the first, who are the characters? Can you raise your hands? Who are the characters? Who are the characters? Gak apa-apa. Who are the characters? Kan characters, berarti banyak. The first. Ya, juga semuanya kamu. You can mention one. The first is Joko Tulus. Or we can say Kebo Kicak. The first, Kebo Kicak. Second, number two, Wandan Wanguri. She is the mother of Joko Tulus. Kebo Kicak, Wandan Wanguri, Surontanu. Okay, very good. Surontanu. Who is Surontanu? Friends. Or we say kakak seperguruannya dari Joko Tulus. Next, Kebo Kicak, Wandan Wanguri, Surontanu. The next, Bajul Ijo. Good morning. Good night. Okay, after we have discussed about the element of Kebo Kicak stories, now we want to explore your knowledge about narrative text. Ustadz have put many papers about narrative text, and you can explore, bring your book, and you can write one paper. After you have finished, you can move to another paper. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 papers. You can write down one by one, and you can find many things about narrative text. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. You can move. Up to you. You can start from this. Which one is paper? Okay, for this exploration section, setelah ini kita akan coba mengeksplorasi ya. After you have write down all many papers, many informations about narrative text yang ditempel di tembok-tembok untuk kita bereksplorasi tentang narrative text. After this, we have a quiz to check your understanding about narrative text. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes. 10 boxes. If you want to answer the question, you said raise your hand first and choose the box. So Ustadz will give you a score to this section. Jadi nanti yang mau dapat score, nilai, you can raise your hand first and you can choose the box. All of the information is about your writing in the wall. Jadi yang sudah kita tulis semuanya itu nanti akan ada di line boxes. Are you ready? Okay, who wants to start first? Who wants to start first? Raise your hand and you can choose the box. Hey, you raise your hand? 2, 3. Okay. Once upon a time. You can read. Once upon a time. Yeah.
Once upon a time is an example of adverb time.
Adverb.
Adverb time.
Adverb
Time.
of. Adverb of
Adverb of time.
time. Apa adverb of time?
Awal
Adverb of
Awal-
time. What is time? Time.
waktu.
Waktu. Adverb. Kata
Kata kerja.
keterangan. So, once upon a time is an example of adverb of time. True or false? True or false? True or false? Okay, give applause to your friend. Thank you. Next, you want to try? Raise your hand. Okay, what number are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10? 3. Okay, number 3. Okay. Okay, read the questions and answer by yourself.
What are generic structure of a narrative text?
Hmm.
One is orientation.
Up to you. You can read by yourself.
Set the stage for the story.
The next.
And two is complication. There are three parts, namely rising action, climax, and falling action.
Enough?
Nah.
Okay, enough? Okay, give applause to your friend. Who wants to add this question? Your friend sudah menyebutkan 2 of generic structure. We have 2 more. Okay, Ais? Bentar. Okay. Up to you. You can add by your.
The generic structure of narrative text. 3 is resolution.
Yes.
The part of narrative where the conflicts or problem introduced earlier in the story is resolved.
Very good.
And the last is reorientation or coda. Reorientation, also known as evaluation, is an optional component of a narrative text that serves to reflect on the story and its events, reinforcing the moral lesson.
Okay, give back to your friend. So, how many generic structure of narrative text? 4. The first is orientation. Second, complication. The third, resolution. And the fourth, reorientation. But remember, reorientation is optional. It's optional. Jadi itu menjadi pilihan. Okay, after we have exploration section, now we want to watch this video about Malin Kundang. Please watch carefully, and after this we will group discussion to solve some question of narrative text. So watch carefully. Sorry. Okay, after watching a video about Malin Kundang, Seth have prepared the text of the story of Malin Kundang, and after this, you can discuss with your friends in your group to analyze the parts of narrative text. Which one is orientation, which one is complication, which one is resolution, and next. And you can also analyze about the verb to. The verb to that used in this story. What is the verb to? Past verb, kata kerja kedua yang digunakan dalam teks. And the last is about the adverb of times. Jadi the adverb of times. Okay, you can discuss with your friends on your groups. And after this, we have presentation. Each group you should present the result in front of the class. Jadi presentasinya nanti per kelompok dari tugas yang kita siapkan. Okay, Ustaz will divide the paper. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Work. Okay, let's go. Work. Next. When? Okay, next. Thank you. Kim. Okay, very good. Hi. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. The last. Okay, thank you. Give a blessing. This is the last group. 1, 2, 3, go. Right. Yes. Okay, gampang. Okay, are you ready? Okay, we give applause to group 6. Okay, group 6, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Identify generic structure.
Okay.
Orientation. Once upon a time, lived a diligent boy named Malin Kundang. He lived in the seashore with his mother. They were very poor, but they lived quiet and harmonious. Duh, aku.
Yes. Change with your friends. Okay.
Iki ya. Iki. Oh, karo iki.
Then he came to his native village with his beautiful wife. But his wife didn't know Malin real descent. His happy mother quickly approached Malin and brought a plate of village cake. Malin favorite. But Malin didn't admit that woman as his poor mother, and then he kicked the village cake which brought by his mother until scratched. Sopo iki terusan?
Up to you. After you.
Solusinya yang ini.
Malin realized that was his fault that rebellious his mother. He bowed down and became a stone.
Next.
Find the past verb 2. When success, 2 live, 3 cross, 4 kick, 5 toss.
Next. The last.
Iyalah.
The last.
3. Find the adverbs of time. Once upon a time and one day.
Okay. Can close?
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Yay. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good night. Okay, for this activities, we want to check your understanding by using choose the story you want and please identify what is the orientation, what is the complication, and what is the resolution. You can choose, up to you. based on your what is that? Based on your feeling. You want to choose Ponorogo, you want to choose Jombang, you want to choose Kediri, you want to choose Magetan, you want to choose Surabaya, up to you. You can choose one only. Each students only choose one. Kemudian tentukan kira-kira orientasinya apa, komplikasinya apa, kemudian resolusinya apa. Just one. Each student just choose one. Are you ready? Okay, you can go to your text. Let's go.
The Legend of Lake Sarangan or Magetan. Long ago, there lived an old couple in a small village. They worked hard every day but had no children. One day, they found a magical egg. After eating it, they slowly changed into two dragons. They were very surprised and afraid. As they moved around, water came out from the ground. The water became bigger and formed a beautiful.
And next, let's reflect. Let's reflect. If you are Malin Kundang, what will you do? If you are Malin Kundang, will you do the same with Malin Kundang do to his mother? No. Malin Kundang disobey his mother. Dan itulah yang menjadi penyebab Malin Kundang menjadi kisahnya terkenal sampai tentunya kita tidak ingin menjadi seperti Malin Kundang. Harusnya gimana sih kalau kita kepada orang tua kita, harusnya gimana kita? Hormati, kemudian sopan, kemudian jangankan kemudian kita menentang, kan ya, menghardik. Bilang sesuatu yang kurang baik saja kita tidak boleh. Itu yang kita lakukan kepada orang tua kita. And the last, untuk kedepannya, don't disobey your parents. What is disobey? Durhaka. Disobey. Kalau obey itu patuh, mematuhi. Kalau disobey berarti tidak mematuhi. Tidak mematuhi kedua orang tua kita. Jangan sampai. From hadis riwayat Bukhari Muslim, Nabi SAW bersabda, maukah aku kabarkan kepada kalian mengenai dosa-dosa besar yang paling besar? Sudah dosa-dosa besar, ada yang paling besar. Beliau bertanya ini sampai 3 kali. Rasulullah itu saking ingin menguatkan bahwa ini besarnya itu adalah besar di antara dosa yang paling besar. Para sahabat mengatakan, tentu wahai Rasulullah. Nabi bersabda, syirik kepada Allah dan durhaka kepada orang tua. Syirik kepada Allah dan durhaka kepada orang tua. 3 kali, syirik kepada Allah dan durhaka kepada orang tua. Sehingga levelnya hampir-hampir sejajar. Dosa syirik dengan dosa durhaka kepada orang tua. Itu yang menjadi bahan bagi kita semuanya untuk belajar. Okay, that's all students. So, from know, want to know, until learn, yang kita pelajari, know, want to know, yang tadi teman-teman sudah tuliskan di want to know, kira-kira sudah terjawab belum? Ada yang terjawab? Dari want to know, learn, structure, what? We have studied about generic structure. What next? Generic structure, there are orientation, and next? Complication, and next? Resolution, and the last? The orientation. And next about adverb of time, keterangan waktu. And next about verb to, analyzing about verb to. That's all about narrative text. Okay, that's all. I think enough. You can close our class. Silakan dipimpin. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Okay, thanks for your attention. The last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, see you next week.